Hey, and welcome to the show. This show is brought to you by Patreon members like you.
Thank you for being a Patreon member.
As a Patreon member, you get a video of the podcast that we put out twice a month.
Now, on with the show.
You know what's funny about today?
What?
We did an episode 50.
Today?
Yeah, front speakers.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Hey, Bill. Oops.
You gotta hit the lock on that, man.
Totally missed the whole thing.
Yep. Hit the lock.
Locking out.
Lock it up. Lock it up. Everyone out.
What's up, Will, Jordan, Lee, William, Christian? What's going on, guys? Juan, ¿qué onda? ¿Cómo estás, man? Alright. We just opened again, finally, after what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. So yeah. How's your ankle?
Oh, dude.
Really?
Yeah. No, it's bloody. It's
Where?
bloody. Right there. Hit here, and then it's smack there. So yeah.
Seriously.
Yep. But the amp is safe.
Hey,
For those of you guys don't know what we're talking about, if you caught the little YouTube thing we did today,
Yep. So what's up?
Sound Digital sent us their new EVO-X micro amplifier. I'm sorry, zero. Yeah, oh, it is O. EVO-X. This guy is their new 400 by 4 by, oh jeez, oh man.
Okay, 400 by 4.
400 by 4 little amplifier. So it's 100 by 4 at 2 ohms and like 77 by 4 at 4 ohms.
What's that, Dino?
This is. So what I couldn't show in the show because I was using it. This is my iPhone.
Yeah.
Crazy, whatever. The big iPhone. Look at the size of that. It's like, look how tiny that is. I can't wait to play with this. So we're going to have some fun with it. Definitely go check the unboxing. We had a lot of fun with it. But what we told everyone we were going to do is they gave us a banner.
Yeah. They did.
So they gave us a Sound Digital banner. So for you Sound Digital fans, micro amps.
That's
Max damage.
Look at that.
We're going to give this away.
Sound.
Because we don't need it, and I know one of you guys will appreciate it way more than we will. Have you ever done an iPad in the dash? Years ago. I haven't done one in a long time. It's really, yeah.
What's up, Carl?
Just finished watching that video. Well, there you go, and that's why you're here. So we'll figure out something to give this away before the show is gone. We'll probably wait till around the middle of the show to do that.
I don't know how much is that. No sé cuánto vale este, pero checa sounddigital.com or sounddigital.com.
Not a clue.
Chécalo.
Butterfingers Dean. I know, right? Dude, it totally slipped out of my hands.
Like,
well, I'm holding the camera. Yeah.
That was kind of
were you holding the camera at that time? I don't remember.
Of course.
And dude, and look at this. I don't even know how I did that too. Like I looked down and had blood all over my shorts, and I was like,
we just came
what
back,
the
and you're
hell?
just like,
I know, trying to kill myself. Well, I just spent the last hour on the phone, answering email phone calls, and it's like, oh, my head is killing me.
yeah, that definitely is a good size amplifier.
I'm curious to see how it does, because we've done a couple other small 400 by 4 amplifiers of other brands, and right now you have a 4 by 300 in your car,
4x3
power in the front, which you guys don't know about yet because, well, you didn't get a video today. I want to apologize for not making a video today. That was totally my fault, because Disney Plus has decided to make Star Wars Clone Wars season whatever, and I of course followed the whole thing, and I was like, oh, rabbit hole, and there was 11 episodes, so I watched that, and then I also went and watched Star Wars Rebels season 1, so that pretty much screwed the whole day, and I was like, I just need to stop and edit a video, and I was like, no. So
all right, hey guys, I have a question. Did you see the thing right there?
Was it a fly?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I have a Hyundai Sonata 2016 Limited. I want to change the radio that already has navigation.
Ooh.
Any recommendations?
Greetings from Rhode Island. So first thing you gotta do is find out to make a dash kit for that car. That's the key. So head over to metroonline.com, see if they make a dash kit for the navigation radio. That's gonna be the first hurdle right there, because in some of those cars, when you go to the navigation, Lewis, what's up from Portugal?
What's up, Lewis?
Some of those cars, when you go to the navigation or when it has the factory nav, the dash kits just don't work. However, if they do have one and it does work, then it really just comes down to features. So when deciding on what radio to buy, naturally you have to decide what features are most important, and that is true for any purchase of a radio. Naturally, the first thing you look at is brand. Is there any brand that you have that you like? So Pioneer, Kenwood, Alpine, Sony, JVC. That's about all of them. If there's one that you've bought before and you were real happy with, start there. And you're going to want to look at features. So obviously Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are real popular right now, being able to screen share your phone to the radio for maps and phone calls and texting and stuff like that. They don't do video. And then of course you have wired and unwired of that. Do you need a CD DVD player, or you're just cool with just the screen there? You're going to be adding backup cameras, front cameras, and all the fun stuff like that. What type of screen it is? There's two types of screens. You have capacitive and clear resistive. Capacitive touch is the same type that is on your phone. It's super sexy and easy to use. Clear resistive is the cheaper one of the two. It uses a screen door, XY, where you touch to have it do things. So there's those type of things. The more money you spend on the radio, the more features it has, the better it is. However, you don't have to spend a ton of money on there. A real popular radio that we do a lot with now is the 706 from Kenwood. Obviously the Alpine ILX W650 is real popular right now. However, my personal favorite radio, I'll just get it off. I have in my car, I have the DNX 996XR. The XR series from Kenwood is their premium, so it has the 720p screen. Yep. They make a non-navigation version of it, which is which is 9906, which is there again, same radio, no nav.
I'm just personally like the GS9. I'm just saying. I have a 2000 in my car.
I have a 2000.
No, hang on,
what happened?
Wait, wait.
Sorry.
On the 2020 Ram, 6 speakers. How do I tell if the box under the seat is an amplifier or is just the ANC module?
So if it's silver and it's about this big, and it has hold on, there is
2 connections.
There's just 2 connections to it. There's a small black plug and a. I know, dude. Trust me. We were just talking about how we were just talking with the guy that's designing all these with PAC, and how the heck we're gonna convey this to everyone. So this is the harness you're looking at. All it is, all you have going through the ANC modules are speakers in, speaker out. Okay. So it's the easiest way to test it would be if you have a loud signal. So the non-amplified system is going to have front and rear. So you'll have front, rear into it, which is what you're seeing here on this harness. So you have all 4 speaker wires, and then you have all 4 speaker wires. The amplified system is only going to have 2 channels, non-variable, going into it. At a glance, this non-amplified one that just has the ANC module on the seat is only going to have these 2 harnesses. So you're going to have the one master harness right here, and all your retain, you're unplugging it, plug it into here, plug this back in the amplifier because you need these peak wires, which are the data wires, to make contact. And then this guy here is going to be your speakers. So just look for the 2 harness, and it's a smaller silver box. It is also, if you have some of the trucks, it is located up in the dash where the factory amplifier used to be. So, yay!
All right.
It gets better.
Do you want to see? Hang on.
Yeah, I have a 2018 King Ranch F-150. What do you recommend for a system upgrade? Something simple. If you want to go something simple on that, I would suggest heading over to Audison, and they make a Audison bit system for that. You can buy the whole system. It's all a simple upgrade. Comes with the harnesses, comes with the tune for the amplifier and the DSP, comes with the 6x9s. It's a nice all pre-done system. If you're looking to be super simple, that's about as simple as you get. It's semi plug and play.
What about a kicker key?
That's not a simple plug and play system.
Ugh.
Well, they asked for simple plug and play, so that's what I got. Somebody typed a paragraph in there, huh?
Yes.
Hey, Dean, Fernando,
Yeah, right here.
On Rockford.
On Rockford components, yeah.
I know. You want the computer? I can open the computer for you.
On Rockford components. I'm done. I'm done.
You want the computer, man?
I got it.
What's better, passive or active? Whichever one you're comfortable with. They'll both get you to where you're going to want to be.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so Dean and Fernando, on Rockford components, it's okay to put the output of the amp into both of the tweeters and woofer input on the wire. Alright.
So I think we're talking about on the passive crossovers for the Rockford Power Series T component.
Yes, correct.
It has no, it's not. One is totally useful. So it's a biampable speaker. So for those of you guys that aren't familiar with what biampable passive crossovers are, it's a passive crossover that has 4 inputs and 4 outputs. So you have your mid-range here, you have your tweeter here, you have your mid-range here, and you have your tweeter here. What it allows you to do is decide when active or passive, but through a passive crossover network, because not every amplifier has the ability to do a bandpass channel for the mid-range and a high enough crossover for the tweeter. So these allow you to use the passive crossover just in tandem, so to speak. So it's called biampable. Now Rockford, as well as everyone else, gives you the ability to just run 2 channels into it as a conventional style passive crossover, thus feeding the tweeter and the mid-range on this side. Rockford uses a switch inside of the crossover that negates 2 of the inputs. So you use the 2 inputs that they tell you to use, and then the other 2 don't go to anything. They're actually dead. The switch, when it gets switched, it moves the connections over, but there's nothing they feed. So if you hooked up 2 wires to them, it doesn't do anything. They're not going anywhere when you're using it as a regular crossover. Focal uses little metal jumpers that you just remove the jumpers and wire it in. It's a little bit simpler, I guess. But per the question, Rockford, no, there's no reason to run all 4 wires in if you're just going to be using it passive and not biamped.
All right.
Is Marty here?
Marty?
Masker on the way. Marty
Woo!
Dean, Aussie Irons in the house.
Thank you, Marty.
He ordered in a bunch of really cool masks, and now that we're back in business and probably gonna have to go talking to people, keeping our social distancing and our masks, I ordered a bunch of masks from Marty.
Just a mask. All right. So this is
bunch of masks.
Bunch of masks. All right. Lee, say hi, guys. What's
up, Bobby?
I want to go full active, 3-way up front. I'm using an active crossover. What do I do with the crossover settings on the amplifier? Can I still use the time alignment, etc. on the head unit? Thanks. Yeah.
Alright, so no. Okay, you asked a whole bunch of questions in one question that was really kind of scatterbrained. So I'm going to try to make sense of this. We want to go full active. Can I still use the crossovers on the amplifier? Can I still use the time alignment out of the radio? So let's take this in order. You're going to need some form of a crossover right off the bat. Now, in order to go full active out of an amplifier, if you have a 3-way set, that means you have a minimum of a 6-channel amplifier powering them. Because to go full active, active means active, which means each channel, each speaker is 1. So you have channel 1 and 2 tweeter, channel 3 and 4 mid-range, channel 5 and 6 is going to be the mid-bass. Now, in order to do that, you obviously have to have some form of a crossover in place. So you have to have a crossover that will cross over those tweeters. And they're again a ballpark of 3.2K or 3200. If that's usually done if the amplifier has a 10-time switch or it just has a really wide crossover. Most of them don't. Most of them have a multiplier switch. So you'd multiply. So like 320 would be 3.2K when you put in the 10-time multiplier. They also have to have some form of a bandpass, 2 bandpass channels for both the mid-range and possibly the mid-bass. The mid-bass could be crossed over from the signal source, meaning they only are going to have a high-pass crossover for it. That will, a low-pass crossover for it. That'll just be the top for the mid-range, but in the mid-bass. But the mid-range is going to have a bandpass, which means it has to be able to play up to that 3.2, and it has to play down to, let's say, 350, and then your mid-range is going to play from 350 down. Now, that's the bare minimum that the amplifier would have to do. And if the amplifier doesn't have that capability, then you need something else to do it, which would be some form of an outboard DSP with a crossover and enough channels to do what you want to do. Now, as far as using the time alignment out of the radio, so let's say that's front, so you run 2 RCAs into that amplifier, flick the switch so that it feeds all 6 channels off of those 2 channels. Can you still use time alignment? Not in the sense that you could really get good time alignment, but you could technically still use time alignment. What you'd probably want to do is time align for the mid-range, somewhere between the mid-range and the mid-bass. So depending on where everything is located on the door, I would probably measure out to the mid-range just because those are going to be the real predominant, and see what that sounds. You may have to add in an inch or two and go to the mid-bass, but yeah, you could do it. I don't, it's not the end of the world. It would, you're still going to get better imaging than not. Okay.
All right. So Jason, hello. I have a 2020 Honda Ridgeline. I upgrade all the speakers, including the center channel and subwoofer. I take care of the big 3. I run 0 gauge power ground distribution block. I disconnect the ANC. I have an audio control ACM 300.1 running Kicker Comp RT. My question is, what do I look for a DSP amp for 7 remaining speakers? So that's the question.
So you're going to need an 8-channel amplifier.
Yes, the 608. You can check the 608 from audio control.
It's not a set amplifier. Do you want an amplifier, or does he want a
DSP?
Oh, so you need
DSP and amplifier.
Well,
so I mean, is a DSP is a DSP?
No, so that's not going to work. So you need. He's talking Forza or Arc. You need an 8-channel amplifier with a DSP thing. But that's not a lot of power. Yeah. I mean, that would work.
Yeah.
You could do the Alpine if you want 25 by 8. So, like, you have the Arc. You have the... So, Arc makes a solution for you. Mm-hmm. Audison makes a solution for you. Alpine has the DSP, 8-channel, 25 watts. And then Helix has a solution for you. Yeah, the PS850. That's 50 watts. The Forza is going to be 75 watts. And then... yeah, but that's that. Someone asked what would be a good buy, either going with the AudioFrog DSP or going with the iTest mic. If you're serious about it, meaning you're going to be doing some real RTA work, I would go with the AudioFrog, just because the iTest mic is more of a, I'm going to say a toy, so to speak. It'll get you kind of where you need to go, and it's fun, and it's easy, and it's simple, and you can sit in the car, and you can watch it, and you can do things. But if you're trying to do like a real tune, then the AudioFrog with REW software and all the discs that he give you is in all the technology papers that he's written about it, you'd be much better off. That'll actually get you, where you need to go.
All right. When I have an only...
Thank you, Lance. Thank you. And by the way, Lance, I got a shipment of Audison stuff today. Super excited.
When you have only one RCA output monoblock amplifier, do you use a splitter to connect it to the amplifier?
Yeah, you can. You don't technically need to, though, because most of the monoblock amplifiers are only one channel, so they're not. It's not doing anything. It's not going to matter. You could just plug in the one RC and be done, because it's a one-channel amplifier, so you don't need a right and a left coming into it on most amplifiers. But yes, if you want to add a Y jack just to fill in the hole so you feel better, I typically do that behind the radio so that it all just flows nice and looks even. I hate putting Y jacks back by the amplifiers. It just irritates me.
Hey Bobby, what's up, buddy? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to catch up the whole thing.
Sorry, it was confusing. Look for a nice independent DSP and amp or amp for the 2020 Ridgeline Cushion. Okay. I mean, honestly, all the ones we've talked about so far for that vehicle would be a great solution because they're all very small-ish. So, all right, let's take a moment. So Adam keeps mentioning the ARC amplifier, so it's the easiest one to get to. And the Audison is maybe a little bit smaller than this, but as you can see, this is a great size for your vehicle. Easy enough to fit up underneath the seat. The Forza is very similar in shape and configuration, so one of these would be wonderful for that.
All right.
What kind of question? That's simple. Why not make crossovers in octave? Oh, hold on. Let me answer Lewis's question here. An octave, 350 hertz or 320 hertz. Will this depend on the enclosure, or should we get frequency sweeps and try to check what sounds best? Depends on the FS of each speaker. So I'm gonna go with the bottom, where it says depends on the FS of each speaker, and then my natural thing is frequency sweeps to see what sounds best. I like to use the FS to get my crossover points to start out with, but then I also like to play around and see what actually sounds good. So just because it can do something doesn't mean it should do something, if that answers that.
All right. What size tweeters fit in a 2012 Chevy?
The 2012 Chevy?
Yeah, Chevy Silverado.
I'm guessing that's the one up on the A-pillar.
Yeah.
I mean, the Alpines go in pretty reasonably. I mean, the Alpines, we can get those to a little bit of trimming. You can almost get those to screw right into place. So, Alpine R-types, S-types, those go in pretty easy. You know, nothing. I mean, we've done. I mean, just thinking about what we put in those cars off the top of my head, it's always either like the Alpines or it's like the Rockfords. So,
okay,
you know, it's always like Punch or Alpine S or R types. So, give me 1 second. Answer your question.
All right, so let's see. First day back for 45 days. Feels good? Yes, it's good. For an audio control, do you recommend the U-Test mic or the Audio Frog? We use the audio control. Right now, if you actually have the Pro Kit right there behind the TV, there you go.
You mean right here?
Yep. It comes with the what's the model number of the microphone?
10.
The 10. There you go. If you buy it right now, you can get $100 off
with the coupon code 5-star.
Yep.
We just did an unboxing of the Pro Kit. The Pro Kit, now they make other levels of this. The Pro Kit is the most expensive because it comes with everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it also means you don't have to buy any more parts for it. So but this is what we use anytime we have to tune a car. It's always this. It's just so much easier. We hook up 2 laptops and we just go to town. If you've never seen what the DMRTA looks like, I don't know where you've been, but I mean, it's super sexy. Everything you possibly need is in here. The only thing you need is a mic stand. Which, if you watch the video that we did on the unboxing the other day, I put a link to the mic stand that we use. So, definitely check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Video sucked, but that's okay. Well, 6.5 fit in a 2001 F250. It's a 5x7. You're going to have to cut or go with really shallow 6.5s. I don't think it would be worth it. I would just go with the 5x7s unless you're looking for something that has a specific, like if you're trying to do a set of components and you're like, I got to go with this set of components, in which case you can make them fit, yes. It's just, you know.
All right, installing Flax Evo full active contact focal, and they say run tweeters at 5K and mid bass from 80 to 5.
Okay.
That sounds like a little high. Well, if they say that's how you have to run it.
You gotta remember, it is a metal tweeter, so it's not like it's gonna be playing down into that range of softness. It's not what it's made to do. It's not a dome. It's a metal tweeter. I mean, it's very bright. So, yeah, I could see that. I mean, what's the FS on the speaker? Are they doing a two-time multiplier on it? You gotta remember, they don't ever want to get those things back blown, so... what is he asking about there with this?
Which one?
In particular, the Morel Virtus. I want the DMRTA Pro. Need it. Wait till shelter in place lift and exceed. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
I mean, just call him up and complain. Says, I was in shelter in place and I couldn't get out. Give me that damn discount Dean promised me.
With the 6.5,
pretty cool.
With the 6.5 fit
I
and
answered
2001.
Yeah, I got that
That's
one.
the Morels that he's saying.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you get the okay, so the Morels you want. We're getting too much crap over here. Okay, so if you're worried about it, pick up the Morel Virtus carbon minis. Virtus Nano, yeah, 603. These are 603. Get 602s. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this you'll never have a problem with. So that'll go right. You know that'll done easy enough. You don't have to cut any metal or anything like that. That'll go in there really nice. And these, oh my gosh. So, ooh, man. Oh, even Fernando was having second thoughts when we were putting these in. No, he wasn't. He was like, they're not bright enough.
You just need that tweeter.
Yeah.
Just like.
But oh my God, these are so amazing how these things sound.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. And now, if you already have the regular Virtus, that's fine. They'll fit too. I like this amplifier on the table. Oh yeah, right? Don't you?
All right. What LOC did you recommend for my GT350R 2020 with BO system? The NAV TV make something?
What's the GT350R? Is that?
I'm not GT350R. I don't know.
Not an LC7i.
No.
Okay, so there again, those Ultras are amazing. They are freaking amazing for sure.
Yeah.
Morel fan number 2. Mustang.
All right.
Mustang. Okay.
There you go.
So does the? All right, hang on.
Ampro.
No, they don't make an Ampro for that.
2020.
I think the 2020 changed. I think that's where the 2020 got. Hold on. This is never fast.
No.
I think the 2020 just changed the whole thing, and there's nobody that makes an interface for that yet.
Yep.
Which sucks. Which means it's just going to be a nightmare. Which means at that point I would just wait. I'd be like, yeah, not yet. I'm gonna wait because that means that. Well, you know what though? I wonder if. Hold on. I wonder if the. Okay, so that goes up to 2019. Let's check. I know this is wasting so much time. I'm sorry. Hold on. Nav TV. Let's see what they say for the 2020 Mustang. All right, hold on. Let's go up here. Make. Because the Zen A to B piece would be the one it would have to be if it was anything. But Ford is on the Mustang. Ford always goes different on the Mustang.
All right. What's the biggest screen with 4-channel audio? The biggest screen right now, I'm gonna say the high 10. Or, well, actually, Kenwood make.
Yeah, it's not available yet.
No, but I mean, they make it. I mean, the high 10 right now it's available, so you can check Stinger, Stinger.com, and they have that, and that's a. What, 6-channel preamp output?
6-channel and Toslink.
Toslink. That's a Toslink. Yeah. Kenwood is gonna. It has that one. It has the 10-inch. It's not available yet.
Alpine will have one. They're all gonna be out this summer.
One. Sony has the
9-inch. That's a 9-inch. So it'll all be out this summer. All right. So to go back to the Mustang. Right now, nobody's listing anything for that as far as integration goes. However, I would call NavTV, go to navtv.com, and see. It might not just be on. They might not have actually got one in to test it yet. It still may be an A to B Bang & Olufsen system. Then they can tell you what to check in order to see if it is. That would be the first place I would start, and I wouldn't even worry about anything after that because integrating into that could possibly be a real pain in the butt. But I would contact them first and see what they say, and then take it from there.
All right, Matt, hello from PA. I'm still trying to find a place that will sell me a pack USB aux 3 I didn't think it would be that hard to give somebody's money.
Where are you at? I mean, you can always call Paul. He ships.
Yeah. He can give you something, but
wow,
it's hard.
Well, you know what it is up in PA. A lot of those guys buy from.
Closed right now.
Well, they're all closed right now,
Yeah.
but a lot of them buy from distributors, and they might not have that product yet.
All right, so if you're not, you can call Paul 727-216-6170.
It is only for the Raptor, but it also works in several other Fords. It's just a matter of it being able. So you got to remember, most of these manufacturers, as John can attest to, they're not going to say that something works on it until they've physically tested it. And a lot of the times, the testing comes through them, you calling up on the phone and going, hey, and they going, all right, look for this, look for that. If you see that and it has this, okay, it should work for that. And then, you buy the piece, you plug it in, you call them up, and you say, hey, it worked. And they go, awesome.
Yeah.
That happens more times than not because they just can't get to test things.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be where you'd want to start. No problem, man. The 270 Silverado going to install an Alpine i209GM. Do I need a DSP? All right, so we'll just rephrase that question. And I have a car, and I'm going to put a radio in it. Do I need a DSP, even though I'm putting in an aftermarket stereo? And that's one of those fun questions that, I get to sit here and take a long time to answer. So I won't. And I'm just going to keep it simple and say, God, yes, you still need a DSP. You put in a radio. What is a radio going to do?
Mm-hmm.
It's 13 bands, in your case, 9 bands of parametric equalization with no ability whatsoever to take in consideration the left from the right. Remember, you're sitting here and that speaker's over there. By the time it gets to you, it's not going to match the speaker here, even though you're spending them both the same signal. Now, with that being said, is that something you're too concerned with? Might not be. However, every system will benefit from adding an EQ DSP to it. Whether you know how to adjust it or you screwed up more by adjusting it yourself is left to be determined. The nice thing about a radio is it's super simple. When you say, I really wish it was brighter, and you turn up the tweeter and it gets brighter, and then you're happy. Okay? All right, good. Move on.
All right. Hey, guys, I have 4 existing speakers on my car, but I would like to add 2 more extra in each door. Will I be able to adjust from my amplifier?
Try to go back and find Len's question. That lens, it's LEN stage right there.
Lens stage.
See if you can go back and find his question on your phone. It might be back too far. We'll see if we can find it. All right, so more to the question of, can I add another set of speakers and will I be able to adjust it from my amplifier?
So now you're going to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 speakers. You want to add 2 for each door.
The only way you can adjust an individual speaker is with an individual channel on the amplifier. Most aftermarket radios are just black boxes. Correct, Lance. The only way to adjust a speaker is with a channel from an amplifier. So, for example, if you take said amplifier and it'll do 2 ohms. If you take 2 4-ohm speakers and you put a 4-ohm speaker to 4-ohm speaker, and that gets you 2 ohm. And now this speaker's here and this speaker's here. I can't adjust these speakers other than to adjust both of them because I don't have a channel to adjust them. So what that means is if I put, like, let's say a mid-range, another mid-range, and a set of tweeters on one channel of an amplifier, and the tweeters are just killing it, I can't turn those down because they're not on their own channel. The only way to do that is with a channel. So though you can add multiple speakers into the car, the only thing you're accomplishing is making the system louder. There's no way to control those without a dedicated channel. Now, if you have a dedicated channel, yes, you can control them.
All right, so his question is real question.
Tommy! Oh my gosh. Thank you, buddy. That's, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, that's the guy. Mr. Ground Zero.
That's Diogo right there.
Yeah. Tommy Spears.
Thank you.
In the house.
Thank you. There you go.
And we've been working on the car. I hope you've been following our Instagram page. You can see the cool box.
The cool box.
That we just have coming. Even though there will be no show for it to be at, we'll be there. Okay. Hey,
All
I'm
right,
waiting
so
for
we
the
have the
elevator.
real question.
Hold on, John. I'm just waiting for the the high 10 because the software came out today. Remember, that's what everyone keeps telling me we've been
Did
waiting
you
on.
call him about the wires?
I didn't call him about the wires. I'm not
You
even worried
need
about
to
it. I
call
want the
him.
radio. I'm not worried about the damn wires. They keep telling me, you gotta wait till we get the software update for the high 10 and the Elevate. Well, guess what email came today? There's a software update for high 10 and Elevate, just launched by Stinger. So if you have a high 10 or an Elevate, and you didn't register it, shame on you, but head over to the website and see if you can find the download so you can upgrade your radio. That's pretty cool.
All right, so you want to come back to the...
You got lens?
Yes.
All right, give me lens.
All right, Stage said, real question. I have 2 Pioneer 10s in a box, in a Fox box, downfire,
Okay.
and a double cap Silverado, powered by a Rockford 750.1. We put in 2 8s, hit harder since there will be more airspace.
The age-old question. If I downsize the woofer, will I get bigger sound out of it? And... all right, so let's take this from a different milliseconds time delay now. Hey, what's up, Jeff?
And there's the dash of the Camry. That's awesome.
All right, so let's
Are you watching like that, or how are you watching it? Like this?
Tommy's responding to sound digital amps in my wife's car. There you go.
Nice.
All right, so let's take this from. Let's answer this question. All right, so if I have a box, all right, and it has it's a Fox box, which means it's got a pretty decent amount of airspace for 2 10s. And you put 2 regular 10s in it, and it sounds great, and it's performing wonderfully, which we do a lot, so we know it works. If I take out, so let's say we put a set of Rockford P3 10s in it, and it's banging. I take those P3 10s out, now, what 8 am I going to go with? So do I upgrade to like a giant, massive 8-inch insert brand of crazy 8 manufacturer here? Am I going to get more sound out of it? Well, you're not changing the amount of power you have, so now you got to look at the efficiency of the woofer. How efficient is that woofer that you're putting in? Is it less efficient than the woofer you took out? If it is, you're going to need more power. Now, okay, so now then we go, okay, so I'll take out the 10 and I'll put in an 8-inch P3. So now what we have is similar efficiency, same amount of power, but now we have cone area to take in consideration. The 8-inch cone is not going to move as much air as the 10-inch cone. So I guess the moral of the story is leave the 10s alone and they're just going to do what they do. To get more sound, you have to get more power or get bigger cone area. I don't really think you're going to get more out of the 8s. There again, it just depends. I mean, if we're talking about giant 8s, that might not be, you understand, might not be enough power.
All right. And now that we already test this amplifier, right?
We tested it?
Yeah.
We unboxed it.
It hit hard, right?
It hit hard on my ankle.
So Dean tested it. So
yeah, I tested it on my ankle when I dropped it, and I gotta save it. Luckily, we have floor mats, so it just bounced on foam, which I didn't even think about.
No.
It's falling onto foam.
you just
I put my ankle there to save it, and it's like, ow, killed my ankle.
So you recommend it because it hit hard, right?
Oh yeah, it hit hard. It hit so hard.
All right, let's see.
You can call for a system quote if you're interested, seriously, or email 5starcars@gmail.com, and Paul will take your email, and it'll eventually work its way over to me, and we'll come up with something.
Right. So
Depends on if you want more low end in the box is restricted. Yeah.
are you gonna do it right now at like halfway, 40 minutes?
What do we? Oh, give it. Yeah, good call. How do we want to give it away though? What are we gonna ask? Who's Tommy Spears?
No, I was.
What were you thinking? It better be a good one this time.
It's like, Who?
We're gonna do a who? God, wow. Okay. Do you guys watch other videos like Steve Mead and Soundman? What is your opinion on other people's installs? Yes, I try to watch. Yeah, as much as I can. I don't have a lot of time. I'd much rather be watching Star Wars, but I watch a lot of Steve's, and then I'll binge watch some Soundman stuff until I can't take it anymore, like I suppose everybody does with anything. I don't know. I don't really have a... Oh my gosh, Bill, that's great. Who's Phil Bremen?
Who's Bill Freeman?
No, it says
Bremen.
no. Who's Phil Bremen? Who's Tommy Spears? there again. Hey, from New York. All right, so how do we want to do this? I guess we probably should have thought of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't think about it. Oh gosh. I mean, first off, how many of you guys actually want the sound digital? I hope a lot of you do.
Yeah.
And Tommy Spears is automatically disqualified. He can't have it.
He's disqualified.
All right, give me a minute. I'll think of something.
Also,
the question
Diago
should be, which foot did you drop on the amp? Ooh, that's a good
one.
question.
Right there, boom.
Yeah, good one, Richard. All right, which foot did I drop the amp on today? Me. Well, Scott, which foot did I drop it on? All right, so we're gonna have to.
I keep it.
More questions.
Left.
What did we think we were opening when we accidentally opened this? Lance would know the answer to that. Well, it was my foot. Scott got it. All right, let's check to make sure that Scott was.
Scott say something, but no.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, I'm already backwards.
Jesse.
All right, who guessed right first?
Jesse Pulido.
Are we sure Jesse was first? All right,
Jesse.
I only got one of these, so let's.
All right, so that was Jesse. That's it.
All right, so somebody got right foot. Let's figure out. Let's make sure. You sure it was Jesse?
Left foot. It's like a sound, man.
You're right. You're left, left. All right, so Jesse got it right.
Jesse
then.
Pulido.
Did he get it right?
He get it right.
All right, you sure? Because I don't want to.
Oh no! Hang on.
I was gonna say you better get this right because we only got one damn banner, man. All right, so make sure you get it right. You want me to pull up the laptop? Where's Jason when we need him?
I know.
Come on, Fro. What the hell?
Left.
Ah! All right, hang on. All right, we're gonna.
I think no, it's John.
John Wagner.
Wagner.
John Wagner said it first.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
Sue's
John
on top
Wagner
of it. All right, John Wagner was first. All right, thank you guys. All right, John Wagner. In case you don't have, hey Sue, do we have his address already? We've kept a lot of the addresses from from when.
There you go. So this is what he's gonna get.
All right, John Wagner. I will be sending you an email out so that we can, if Sue doesn't already have your.
If you're not.
Hey Sue, do we have any more stickers? For the rest of you that would like 5-star stickers, hold on. So if you hadn't figured out, Sue's in the waiting room. I'm getting my car worked on today, so. All right, so if you guys want 5-star stickers, here's what you do. For all you guys that didn't win this, email your home address to 5starstickers@yahoo.com, and you will get 1 large sticker and 2 small stickers with the 5-star logo on them. So by all means, everyone, you've asked, love the stickers.
Tommy want one.
Sure. Whatever you need, Tommy. I'm here for you, bro. I get you a shirt. Just need an address.
Just need an address.
All right, so I broke the chair.
You did?
Well, the foot thing.
Dude,
came off.
you're breaking everything today.
I'm just not having a good day.
Ow.
I know. Love the stickers. So anyone that wants a, which I guess I need more stickers. All right. She doesn't have it unless I got the Teesprings from this. Okay, so yeah. All right. Well, I'll email you, John. So I'll email you your address to send it to.
Yep.
Because it's not that one.
Oh, that was hard.
Stickers are cool.
Stickers are cool, yes.
Pioneer chair. Dude, they were free. Oh yeah, these were the free Pioneer chairs. Mm-hmm. What's funny is they sent us.
Did you guys have
they sent
chairs?
us like 8 of these chairs, and then they sent us 4 with no logos on them.
Yeah.
And we're like,
this one.
Yeah, neither one of these have logos, which is cool because every time we have people on, like Bill Freeman, he'd be like, I don't want the Pioneer chair.
All right, so
John,
get back
to the questions.
So hang on, Fernando, I answered before John.
Are we sure?
Okay, and in the feed right here, his answer, it's the first one. So
I mean, I can go back and check the footage.
I can check it, yeah, later, but I'm pretty sure that was him. John Wagner, John.
All right, we'll figure it out and we'll come back. Cause I'll go back and check the feed, cause it's all there. We can check it. This is why I hate giving away crap.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be wrong. Do you have the pack harness for the Hold on.
What happened?
No, according to this, I'm looking at the John Wagner was before John Gullett.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so I have
yes.
it right here. I have a screenshot.
I have a
Okay.
screenshot. Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, enough of that. John Wagner one. Moving on. Do you have the? All right, which one do we want? CH03 in stock. Do you have? Probably. If it's available, we have it in stock. I can tell you that right now. So if they made it, we have it, and then we even have ones they don't make. What is?
Hang on. Is it better to put sound deadening over the crappy factory one?
No, do it all the time.
No.
What did Lance say?
Do it all the time.
Yeah, no, you can put as much sound down. Yeah.
Lance,
Go back up to the
right
top.
Here.
Yeah.
What is your wish list of things do you want to review?
Well, most of them I just bought, but
Your wish list.
Come
on, this is your wish.
If I could review any, I mean, God, I don't know. I'd have to think about it because. What? Thesis? No, I don't want a thesis. You know, I mean, because we're doing so many DSPs, it's like I
already have the Nova.
Well, I have the Nova and I have the
Virtuoso.
8. I would like to review a Virtuoso because it's just a big DSP that I don't think a lot of people, you know, because like when people talk about like the Dayton DSP and like a DSR1, these are like entry-level DSPs that just don't have these crazy-ass features that like the Virtuoso and these $1,500, $2,000 DSPs have. It's like they're not even in the same ballpark. So it'd be really cool to just be like, all right, here these giant things are. But I mean, we've talked about those DSPs in a couple videos, so it's not like, I don't know though. I don't know if I mean, honestly, I would do the amp. The Thesis amplifier.
That's right.
I would do the Thesis. Yeah, you're right. I would do the Thesis amplifier. You're right. Okay. Zapco 16 channel. No, it wouldn't be the Zapco amplifier. I can tell you right now. There is a bunch of Helix stuff I'd like to get my hands on and play with because I'm really big into multi-channel DSP amplifiers. So they make a couple of those that I'd like to play with some more. But I think just having I mean, it would have to be something cool. I'd want to like. I mean, I know I have the Zen 9, and that's neat, and we could probably talk about that, but I don't know,
we should do that.
I don't know. It's just weird.
All right. Jonathan say I have a.
It's all expensive. That's why it's fun to review.
It is, yeah. We have something expensive over here.
HV Venta. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I would love to review that.
HV Venta. There you go.
And then give it back, because I don't want it. Just like the subwoofer enclosure. It's got to go back. And they tell me every time, you almost done? I just got it.
Yeah, no kidding. HV event. Yeah. All right.
The Ultra's cool. Don't get me wrong. I would do a review of an Ultra, but it's not big enough. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the GZ ones you guys are working with. Oh, dude, trust me. Grab one of those because I know we haven't seen this. So we've been actually working on the car the whole time. We haven't put the videos up. No, grab those. Just grab one. Yeah.
That's what I grabbed.
I don't know. Just grab one. So here you go, Tommy. This is one side, and then there's the other side over there. So
yeah.
But actually, that's all we have left on the car is wiring those up.
I was thinking, I don't want to.
I got to show you the braking.
Should I post pictures of that? No.
No, not till it's done. The arc when you put in the Camaro. I know. I'd love to. Shh! Stop!
All right, so hang on.
All right, go ahead. Find me something else.
I was okay.
All right, you got it?
Jonathan said, I have a 2012 Escalade with a 12 W6 JL 750 HD. The problem is that when the bass hits, sound good for a minute, but it cuts off. That makes sense or no?
Yeah. I just thought of another thing I'd like to review. I can't believe I forgot. Freaking Ground Zero.
Oh, the Ultra.
I don't know. The one I just like rub on every time I see it. That's the one I want.
The gold plated.
The rose colored. Yeah.
Hey, Tommy.
That's the one. No, that's the one they won't let me have. So that's why I want to review it. But
you never know.
One day, we'll see how it goes. You know, life is fun. Anyways, so why is my amplifier shutting off when the bass hits?
Yeah.
That's a great question. And let's get back to questions. Why would my amplifier cut off when the bass hit? Well, there's a couple things. First off, do you own a digital multi? Yes, the Ground Zero reference. God,
there you go. Perfect. Diago's going to send it. No, just kidding.
So pretty. So pretty. Anyways, why would my bass cut off? All right. There's a couple things. First, you have a digital multimeter. You're going to need a digital multimeter because we have to find out what is happening.
Yep.
You're going to put it to DC. You're going to put it on the input of the power of the amplifier, and you're going to make it to where you can see it, and you're going to drop bass when it goes, and you want to see what that voltage is and what it is doing. If it is not up around 12.5 volts when that bass hits, where is it at? So, for example, does it drop down to 9 volts? Does it drop down to 10 volts? What's it doing? The reason why that's important is because power supplies have a limit on how low they will function with battery voltage. So, for example, Kicker Q class over there, it's good for 10 volts. Anything below 10 volts, it says, I'm out of here, bye, and it will shut off and then turn back on. It's not start compatible. That's why we talk about stop-start all the time, because if your amplifier can't play down to 8.5 volts, it's going to turn off when the car goes to start. So that's the first thing you want to check, is see what the heck is going on there, see if you have proper voltage. Now, if you have improper voltage at the battery, at the amplifier, the next thing you want to do is go test it at the battery. The reason why is because, one, you could have a real crappy ground that isn't actually a good ground, or, and there again, I don't mean like you physically have a loose screw or something like that, you might not have a good ground. We had a car come in the other day where they grounded, dude, sanded it off, did all this amazing stuff to the seat rails. Guess what? The seat rails are painted on the bottom and it's on a painted surface. Mm-hmm. You didn't do crap. You have a crappy ground. All right? Not saying you do. Just giving you a case in point.
Right.
So, test it at the battery. So if you have low battery voltage at the amplifier, test it at the battery, see what's going on there. If you don't have it there, make sure you do it before and after the fuse, because sometimes you'll have a bad fuse. It won't be bad. It'll look fine, but it's actually bad. Mm-hmm. So check it after that. Then, John giving us the list there. All right. So now if you test it at the battery and it's good, you have a bad ground.
Yep.
Move the ground around, find a better ground. Test your resistance for ground between the battery and the ground point until you find one that's closest to 0, and everything will be good there. Next, you're going to want to check your ohm load. So if all that is great, check your ohm load. See what's going on. You may have a bad voice coil in one of the woofers that is causing the amplifier to go into a place it doesn't want to go as far as the resistance is concerned, meaning the ohm load is going too low, because even though the subwoofer is still playing, its resistance is too high. It might be shorting out to the basket. There's a lot of things that could be happening to the woofer. Thirdly, which doesn't sound like it's the case, is of course check ventilation. Make sure the amplifier has some good ventilation. More than likely it's 1 or 2, unless it's the fourth thing, which is terrible, which is the amplifier is just bad. So, Kicker IQ DSP software versus Tweak 88 software. What's your opinion? Like, I know both softwares, and I'll be the first one to tell you, there's not a perfect piece of software out there for any DSP that I've just fallen in love with and been like, this is the best ever. There are good things and bad about both. The one feature I really like about the Tweak software is that you can do 2 EQs at the same time.
Yep.
So you can stack the EQs on top of one another and be playing with 2 at the same time for adjustment. It makes it really nice when you're going active to be able to blend between, let's say, the tweeter and the mid-range, or right and left. I like that. However, I really like the Q-Class software. It's very simple to use and it's very fast.
All right.
And that's that.
All right. For best sound, for my 2018 Sierra, Kenwood KFC XP6902 or the Powerbase OE69 CGM. They are direct fit 69. Definitely the Kenwoods.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no question, man. It's just those sound really nice.
To answer your question, Bobby, what did we work on today? I'm not going to disappoint. After we did our live show, we had an F-150. So, what day back wouldn't be complete? The only thing that would have been the icing on the cake is there was a Jeep that came by. However, in lieu of doing one today, we booked one for later this week. So we do have a Jeep coming in with the full Alpine redo because, hey, guess what's in the dash now? An Android tablet radio that sucks. and we're going to be pulling that out. Maybe we should film that so we can go, hey, look at this POS that we're going to be taking out with this equally 10 times the amount of money more Alpine, but he can't take the fact that this thing sucks that bad, and he will pay gladly the $2,000 to put in the Alpine. Oh, yeah.
All right. So the passive crossover points on the Morel Maximo, it's 3.5. I want to run active. Would the Twitter sound good at 2.5, at 24 dB? The FS on the Twitter, it's 1100.
We're talking about the Morel tweeter?
The Morel tweeter.
So the Morel tweeter, you can actually run that. That's like a really low crossover point. I still put them at 32 or 3.2 at 24 dB.
Yeah.
But you know, like
Sajecki,
I know on the Ultimos runs his crossover points
really low.
Down low,
really
man,
low.
really low.
Yeah, he
yeah, it's a slick down tweeter.
Victor?
If as long as you're cool with the power. It's really the power that's gonna kill the tweeter.
JL Morel. It's funny. The Nakamichi. Are we going to do a full review on that one?
Yes.
It's just.
So the reason why we didn't start at 6:30, Victor, I'm sorry. We were done early today, and I have something I have to do after work tonight. So we wanted to kind of get in and get this over with. I know our times have really been sucking lately. It's like, but with everything else, I mean, we try to keep the times as close as we can. I missed the whole show. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Next week, Saturday. Just saying. Okay, I have a T400, want a DSP, and go active 6-channel. Should I get a 6-channel DSP amplifier, replace the T400, or get a standalone DSP and 2-channel amp? Not thinking about money, I'll be about the same. Alright, so if you have a T404, I'm assuming, and you want to go full active, this is what I like to do with the mini Ts, if that's what that is. It might not be, but either way. The T404, so my system of choice, if I want to go full active with the mini Ts, is I want to do a T404 for tweeter rear.
Yes.
I want to do a T402 mid bass, and then I want to do the 750.1 subwoofer. Now, all I need to do that with is a DSR1. That's the minimum amount I need, and it'll out, see ya, full active, heavy duty, all Rockford, and that's kind of like my go-to Rockford active
full
dream
active
system when people are like, can I do this? And I go, yeah, we can do this. But yeah, that's what I like to do.
All right, Richard, I have noticed the audio manufacturers are starting to do Facebook Live videos. Sure, they could watch your channel, so see. Well, thank you, man. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting the show.
Well, you know, it's funny. So with the coronavirus thing going on and all this craziness around the world, I think it's great that the manufacturers have finally stepped up and were able to are doing this. Like Audio Control is killing it, and the reason why Audio Control is killing it is because they're going everywhere. So they're on Facebook, they're on Zoom. They're on, I don't know, WebMD. I don't even know if that's... Anyways, they're everywhere. Yeah. And so whether you're a consumer or you're in industry, you get access to this information, which most of it is very general and very nice. Someone asked earlier if we got to catch the ARC show on, like, tuning the DSP. We tried to. We're not an ARC dealer. We didn't have the passcode.
I was excited, honestly.
We couldn't get in. So
I was like, oh, man, they're going to have a DSP and...
You know, Sony was the same way. If you're not part of the group or whatever, you can't get in and watch it. It's like, whatever. Now, the one thing with it all is WebEx. Thank you. It's wonderful. Now, the thing is like all good things, how is this going to translate out after the fact? Like, you've created this file, you've created this look, you've got people watching. What are you going to do with it? What's going to happen more than likely is all of them are going to stop, because they don't need to anymore. And there's people that are traveling around. We're going to go back to the same old thing that they've always done. And I think that's unfortunate. You know, one of the things that makes this show a success is we've been doing this for 3 years. So there's...
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's 160... This is like 166, 167 episodes of this that we've done. It takes a huge commitment to do this show every week and put out content and not want to... And actually want to do this. And, you know, when we started doing this, it was really hard, and we had to have topics. And now we don't have enough time to get to half the not even a fraction of the questions, because the questions have gotten more deep, more involved, more, you know, the audience has grown with us, so you guys have your level of intelligence has increased exponentially, and so, you know, the questions have gotten more involved. And it's sad. So I hope that some of the manufacturers keep doing it, but I doubt they will, and it's kind of a bummer. But we'll still be doing it. Yay!
We want to be here.
Have you watched PS Sound on YouTube? I have. He's in my stream, and I catch every now and then. I'll watch it. Yeah.
All right. So
neat stuff.
I was trying to find this one. Where is it?
I can't even retrofit.
Right here.
Thoughts on the Focal Performance Expert Series 6.5 components F or FX. Crutchfield
have a good deal on that.
Yeah, Crutchfield does have a good deal on it because the new ones are out. So anytime Focal does an upgrade in their components, they did it with the K2s, they're doing it with the Flax, they did it with the integration series. Somehow, Crutchfield ends up with all of them because they just buy all the old models and they give them great discounts on them. Yes, and we've said this before. Yesterday, this was the best speaker, and everyone bought it. Today, they came out with a new version of it. Does that diminish that speaker any? No, it's still an amazing speaker. If you can get it for a good deal, hell yes, buy it. Is the new one better? Of course it is. Is it that much better? It's up to you to decide. Personally, you know, it's tough. I mean, the only time we sat there and we're like, no, that old one sucks, was when we were listening to the Utopia M mid-range, and they were A-B in between the two, and I was like, wow. I mean, talk about two totally different sound signatures. That one was... And I said to them afterwards, I said, you know what would make a really nice speaker? Is if you took both of them and combined them together. That would make a really... Could you just play them both at the same time? Because one of them was really throaty and deep, and the other one was really high and tinny. And I was like, if you combine the two into like a little 4-speaker box, you'd have what amounted to a really awesome sounding like array. And they just looked at me like, why would we do that? And I was like, exactly. Why would you do that? All right, I'm going to leave.
All right, hang on. Actually, Victor, we killed it today. We went in Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube.
We did the trifecta.
Here. That's crazy, right?
Easiest way to determine your crossover points when...
Back in the shop. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's scroll down. Scroll down. It's when the speaker is installed. The easiest way, so the easiest way it would be go and call the manufacturer and say, hey man, I have this speaker, what's my crossover point? No, you can measure the other thing would go to the website, get your FS of the speaker. If it's a tweeter, multiply it by 1.5 or 2. And that's going to give you the baseline to where you start your crossovers. Obviously, Linkwitz Riley 24 dB is the go-to point. So if you meter, if you don't have the tool to meter your FS, you need to get that FS. Manufacturers would typically publish that information. If you can get that, your tweeter is where you start and you work your way down. Now, the mid-range is obviously going to be a little bit harder as far as the bottom goes. Most mid-range will play, 350 or higher. Higher. It just depends on what volume you're going to be playing it at, but...
No, I haven't. Do you have tried the Amazon Music HD?
I just did Tidal. I haven't tried HD.
Christian actually said that it's pretty good. So
everyone's saying it's pretty good, and I'm paying for Prime, so I might. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's like how much shit do we have to pay for?
For everything.
I mean, Disney Plus,
all your life you gotta pay for it.
Disney Plus, Amazon, Hulu, Apple,
Fernando.
It's like,
yeah, no kidding. Could I use my ACR?
No.
Nope. No, totally different.
No, you got to get the Exelon version. They're totally, it's not.
Yeah. No.
Same cable, different things.
Correct.
I mean, you can plug it in and see if it works, but if the pins don't go where they need to go, they ain't gonna do nothing. All right, that takes us to an hour. Oh, hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, she's probably mad because we were late. She's like, just tune in. I should have called her. All right, so I got to get this out. Thanks, you guys, so much for tuning in today.
Again.
This is the beginning of the week.
Dan Murphy.
We buy stuff. No, we buy shit. All right, guys.
A lot of stuff.
Thanks so much for tuning in today. This is our first day back to a normal schedule as far as working goes. For the most part, you guys haven't had to deal with the crazy we have. You have your own crazy to deal with. That is for sure. We'll be back on Saturday. I'm going to say 6 because we're going to be working, so it'll probably be back to its normal time on Saturday. If not, we'll definitely let you know. I usually put out a post, text on YouTube to let you guys know. Mm-hmm. So definitely check
don't
there.
Forget to
Thanks
follow.
for tuning in, John.
Yeah, don't forget to follow.
Bill, have a great night. Don't forget to follow.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just giving shout-outs, man. Scott Franks.
Clean Wire Club here and Facebook. So go check it out. Subscribe. Just post clean pictures. That's it.
Yeah, clean pictures. Okay, and we have an admin now.
Just grab
we have somebody
and clean it and post it.
I'm going to tell you right now. If your picture gets deleted, it wasn't by me. I don't spend any time on the Clean Wire Club. It was either him
I take responsibility.
or our other admin that we have that is on there. We'll probably be expanding that out to more admins as time goes on and the channel gets bigger. But please, just post the wire pics, man.
Yeah,
no flush panels. I love looking at flush panels, but there's so many other places that you can post that.
So like one flush panel, when you take it out, nice clean wire. It's cool.
I don't mind. Oh, and the other thing too. All right, if you're gonna post a crappy image of like, or what? Okay, let me rephrase that. If you're gonna post an image of what you did, and you're like, I know it's not great. If you're okay,
it's gonna
have a reason for posting it. Okay, like if you're gonna ask a question, like, what do you guys think? You're gonna get railed. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Someone's gonna rail you. But don't be afraid to ask questions without posting pictures. Okay, so questions are great. You know, if you saw something in a picture, ask a question. Or if you're just in general don't know how to do something, ask it. Okay, the whole idea was to 1, get everyone to see what looks really cool, and 2, to open a dialogue as far as like, you know, if you just patted everybody on the back for doing a great job, don't. Just ask the question you want to ask. And if those guys don't ask it or answer it and ask it in the general, just say, hey, look, I saw this picture. I don't know what this stuff is. Repost, you know, put a little clip of it and point to this and go, what is this? Because that's what it's there for. So it's all about information. You guys know us. We want everything to be helpful. Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips on YouTube went over 1,000. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to that.
We're going for 100.
All right, DNF Tool Drawers, place you can find all the cool tools we use, all the current links, everything there goes somewhere. Thank you, Sound Digital, for sending us this amp today. Thank you, Audio Control, for giving us a discount code for you guys for $100 off of your
DMRTA Pro Kit.
If you guys want stickers, there you go. Put your home address to 5-star stickers at yahoo.com.
Yep.
What else is this got? Oh yeah, DNF Tool Drawer. Teespring/store/5-star. And of course, if you want to be a Patreon member, and I will tell you, I apologize. I know being a Patreon member, you think I would respond to your questions faster. I don't.
That's what we made this. You know, twice a week.
Well,
Monday here,
it's not that,
Saturday there.
By the time I get to look at that, it's usually like 3 in the morning. And
Instagram
like,
every day.
And my head is pounding
every
at that point. So, hey, listen, guys, thank you. You have a wonderful rest of your week. And of course, you'll probably see us tomorrow on Instagram with 5 minutes of 5-star. And maybe at nighttime with 5-star after dark.
No participation trophies. Thank you, guys. Thank you for this. I appreciate it. Bye, guys.
Good night, guys.